What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your Umbrella Spear community leader, the Umbrella Raptor 97 here, and I'm back here with another game stream. You have read that title. So, in today's game stream, I'm gonna go ahead and play another gameplay walkthrough of Batman Arkham Knight. You heard it right here, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and do yet another gameplay walkthrough of Batman Arkham Knight. So one thing that I gotta say is let me go ahead and get the party started. So let me go ahead and make sure if there's gonna be some people in my live chat. But first things first, I have to activate my live chat really quick. Okay, so okay, here it is. So this should be able to do the trick. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see who's gonna be in the live chat so that way I can actually get this started. Okay, so just give me 1 second to make sure who is here. We've got Miguel. How's it going? This is what you're saying right now. Hi, I got my YouTube channel back. Oh, okay. This is what you also said. Hello. Finally, this is what you said. Anybody there? Okay, so I just wanted to just go ahead and make sure if I actually got the comments in the live chat because I actually just want to go ahead and get started with this game stream. So one thing that I want to say as of right now is originally I was going to be doing, I guess you could say a StreamYard stream, but I decided not to do that. It might come this week or possibility next week. I'm not even sure, but that's one thing that I want to say to the people in the live chat. But other than that, let me go ahead and see who is in the live chat right here, right now. We've got BKTV official. How's it going? This is what you're saying right now. What up, Umbrella? Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now is it's good to see you right now. BKTV official. Yep. Wait, hold on. Give me a minute really quick. I want to go ahead and make sure, like, so that's one thing that I just want to go ahead and just confirm, like, who is this in the live chat? I want to say this really quick. I know I have some people, like, who are subscribers / supporters, but keep in mind, you know, it's kind of hard to keep up with, like, you know, people who actually change their names every now and then, so I don't even know. But other than that, let me go ahead and see who's gonna be in the live chat really quick. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what Miguel is gonna be saying, or I believe he's gonna be saying. Oh, what's up? Okay, let me see what he's also saying. I watched the Batman last week. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now is I'm glad you actually noticed that you actually watched the Batman last week. Well, you could say as of right now, Miguel, this is, you know, Batman Arkham Knight, if that, you know, if you're actually concerned about that. So that's one thing that I want to say in regards to you, but, you know, that's how you would say the name, if that makes any sense. But I'm actually noticing some, you know, new people are actually appearing in my live chat, which I do appreciate. Like, this is actually quite a surprise, and I will get to, you know, the comments really quick in the live chat. But first thing first, let me go ahead and see who's here in the live chat. Hey Gus, what's up, man? Haven't heard from you in a while. Oh, I see. So one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Gus, is do you sometimes change your name every now and then? I mean, I'm not even quite sure what you do, but one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Gus, is the choice is up to you of what you actually want to be doing. So yeah. Okay, so just give me 1 second so that way I can get to some new comments really quick in the live chat. But anyways, I'm actually noticing that I'm actually gaining some more viewership, which I do appreciate, you know, to the people that are actually watching this as of right now. Yep. But other than that, let me go ahead and see who's going to be in the live chat really quick. So just give me 1 second just to make sure. We've got Killer Cyber Slayer 99. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Killer Cyber Slayer 99. It has been quite a while since you were actually in my live chat, but one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Killer Cyber Slayer 99, is if you ever want to have a chance to talk to me, you know, in the DMs, you're more than welcome to actually do so, because it has been quite a while since you and I have actually interacted with each other. But I do have a quick question for you, Killer Cyber Slayer 99, is I'm not quite sure if you're going to be doing like StreamYard panels or StreamYard streams, whatever you want to call them. I mean, that's up to you, but you know, that's just my opinion. So just to give you a heads up on that. But other than that, let me go ahead and see if there's going to be some other comments really quick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and see what BKTV official is going to be saying. Imagine if Spirited 21 and Dragonite Remaster makes a community. Okay, so to answer your question really quick, BKTV official, is that's entirely up to the both of them, but keep this in mind. For Spirited 21, unfortunately, he doesn't know Dragonite Remastered, so yeah. I think they have to get to know each other before that can actually happen, but who knows? It could happen, it may not happen, but I'm pretty sure it could happen. But keep this in mind, Dragonite Remastered doesn't use social media, and that's quite unfortunate that he doesn't. Only Spirited 21 and myself, you know, we use social media. So hopefully that answers your question really quick. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get to some other comments really quick. Let me get to Miguel's and then I'll get to Killer Cyber Slayer 99. Let me see what Miguel is going to be saying right now. Do you play GTA? Okay, so to answer your question really quick, Miguel, I actually do. I actually do play GTA Vice City, the definitive edition. But keep this in mind, I don't feel like really playing that game. But as far as Batman Arkham Knight goes, I feel like playing this game. Because, you know, I actually enjoy the graphics, like the story, the challenges, and overall, I just like really enjoy it. So hopefully that answers your question really quick, Miguel. But yeah, but other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get to Killer Cyber Slayer 99's comment really quick if I can try to check it out. Okay, so I should be able to see it, but anyways, other than that, let me go ahead and see what Killer Cyber Slayer 99 is saying right now. What's your thoughts on Lil Wayne doing rock music again? Okay, so to answer your question really quick, can I just point this out right here, right now, is why is he doing rock music? It's like, it's just a bit laughable. Like, if I'm gonna say it how it is, it's like, it's just laughable at this point. Like, I have no idea why Lil Wayne, why would he be doing this type of music? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But at the same time, it doesn't really come as a shock, if I'm gonna be honest with, you know, like, it really doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But anyways, other than that, let me go ahead and see if I can get to some other comments really quick. Okay, so let me see who is here right now. We've got Sonic the Scene Girl. How's it going? This is what you're saying right now. Hey, Umbrella. This is what you also said. I'm pissed off at Nicki Minaj is cyberbullying SZA for no reason. Wait, really, Sonia? Is this actually, you know, a thing as of right now? Is Nicki Minaj actually cyberbullying SZA? If I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know who that is. Like, it could be like a female musical artist, but unfortunately, I don't know too much about that particular music artist. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest with you, Sonia, I don't really keep up with like mainstream music all that much because that's not really, my interests, if that makes any sense. So yeah. But anyways, other than that, let me go ahead and see if I can get to some other comments. Let me see what BKTV official is saying right now. Do you play Sonic the Hedgehog? Okay, so to answer your question really quick, unfortunately, I guess you could say that I do and I don't. I do, like, I actually have some Sonic the Hedgehog video games from the past, but as of right now, I don't have any games that are like that. But BKTV official, if those types of games interest you, then more power to you, but unfortunately, I don't have any games that are like that. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from when it comes to, you know, those types of games. Yep. But who knows? I may get some Sonic the Hedgehog games, or it may happen, it could not happen, but who knows. But other than that, let me go ahead and see if I can get to some other comments really quick. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if I can get to Killer Cyberslayer 99's comment. He can't play the guitar at all. Let's see what Sonic the Singer is saying right now. Lil Wayne can't do rock or metal music. So I see. I mean, I can actually agree with the both of you on this one because, you know, I've already seen it, you know, like there's an actual video where Lil Wayne, he tried to play guitar, but if I'm going to be honest, it is just laughable at this point. And I do believe that TD Venom has actually shown proof that he can't play the guitar. It's like horrendous to listen to. And it's like, dude, you're not some type of rock artist or a metal artist. It's like, try something else. Like, for real. But anyways, other than that, let me go ahead and see what Sonic the Singer is going to be saying right now. SZA is a R&B singer. This is what you also said. And yes, Nicki Minaj cyberbullied her. Okay, so one thing that I want to say in regards to that is I'm not even surprised that, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, that's right, that she's cyberbullying her, but who knows? But Sonya, hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from, that I don't really keep up with like mainstream music all that much because that's not really my cup of tea, because I actually want to listen to much better music than the mainstream music, because let's be honest, a lot of the mainstream these days, I'm not going to say all of it is bad, but it's just the majority of today's music is not even all that great. So that's just my opinion. Okay, let me go ahead and see what BKTV official is going to be saying right now. I used to have a 3DS. Oh, okay then. One thing that I want to say in regards to you, BKTV official, is I'm not a fan of the 3DS because, you know, I mean, I've heard of it, but I never actually owned one. But if I'm going to be honest, it's like, why would they want to make it into a 3DS model? It's like, I just feel like the whole 3DS part, it's just kind of pointless, because it's like this. You need to have your own 3D glasses in order, you know, to experience actual 3D. I don't know, but if I'm going to be honest, I just feel like 3D is like overrated or overused, and I don't know. It just needs to stop. That's just my opinion, but hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from, BKTV official. But other than that, let me go ahead and see what Sonic the Singer is going to be saying right now. I understand what you're coming from. Okay then, but Sonya, I think you meant to say was, I understand where you're coming from, not what you're coming from. But other than that, Sonya, if it was just a typo, then that's fine. I'll just allow it. I mean, after all, this is a game stream, or rather a gaming stream. But yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some other comments. I do believe that BKTV official was trying to say something in the live chat, but unfortunately I'm not really seeing anything all that much though. Yep. But other than that, let me just go ahead and see if there's going to be some other comments. So BKTV official, if there's going to be a comment that I do see, I'll do what I can to make sure if I can check it out. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say in regards to you. Okay, let me see what BKT official is saying right now. Jackal Gold Cake is going to college. Oh yes, that's right. That is one thing that I do want to be addressing. So since we're on the topic, so I will be addressing that particular topic in just a bit. But this is just fantastic that Jackal Gold Cake is actually going to college. Like, I just never thought that one of the leaders in this community is actually going to college. But keep this in mind, I do believe that Jackal Gold Cake did say that he may consider going to college or he may not, but who knows. But I do believe that he said on his video that he might consider, you know, registering for college. I mean, I don't even know, but keep this in mind, that's Jackal Gold Cake's personal decision. I can't really speak for him. But anyways, other than that, let me go ahead and see what Sonic the Singing Girl is going to be saying, or I believe she's going to be saying. I don't understand why Nicki Minaj is cyberbullying people for no reason. She's fucking 40. She's not a teenager anymore. Exactly, Sonya. Exactly, woman. I mean, one thing that I want to say in regards to that is I don't understand why Nicki Minaj is acting like this. Like, it makes no sense of why she would act like a teenager. But, you know, that's just who Nicki Minaj is. I mean, she may not be like the most, you know, terrible rapper, or should I say female rapper of all time, because, you know, there's like worse ones out there. But at the same time, Sonya, I'm not even surprised that she's actually being like this. Like, it really doesn't surprise me whatsoever. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and see if there's going to be some more comments from any of you people in the live chat, so that way I can go ahead and just get started, you know, with this challenge in just a bit. And I do apologize, like, if I'm not really doing any, you know, gameplay walkthrough right now, but I just want to go ahead and just, you know, interact with some of you people in the live chat before I actually get started with this. So that's one thing that I want to say in regards to you people that are watching this right now. So yeah. But anyways, let's see if we can try to keep this conversation going before I actually get started. Yep. So just give me 1 second, so that way I can go ahead and make sure there's going to be some other comments really quick, because, you know, you people are just awesome. Okay, so I'm actually seeing, you know, another person in the live chat, but hold on just a second. Why is this person actually deleting, you know, their message? I'm not even sure, but I'm not going to really get into that. But anyways, other than that, let me go ahead and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. Hey, Daniel G. What's up, man? This is what you're saying right now. I'm going to restaurant Saturday. Oh, okay then. All I can really say in regards to you, Daniel D, is what type of restaurant are you actually going to? I mean, I'm not even quite sure what type of restaurant you're going to be going to, Daniel Z, but that's up to you of what type of restaurant do you actually want to go to. But you're more than welcome to just, you know, let me know in the live chat if you actually want to, so yeah. But other than that, Daniel Z, I do appreciate that, you know, you're here in my live chat, just, you know, you interacting with me, and that's one thing that does matter. But other than that, let me go ahead and see what Daniel Z is going to be saying really quick. I said it once. Okay then. Well, thanks for the clarification, Daniel Z. But other than that, I can just tell that you pretty much like to go to any fast food restaurants that you actually want to go to. So that's one thing that I do got to give you credit for, Daniel Z, is you like to experience like new restaurants. Yep. And I will get to your comment in just a second, but other than that, I will get to some other comments, and I think first thing first, I will get to BKTV official's comment, and then most likely, Daniel D, I will get to your comment. Yep. But just give me 1 second. I want to make sure if there's going to be some people that are actually watching this right now before I actually get started. Okay. Okay, first things first, let me go and see if I can get to BKTV official's comment really quick. Okay, so I see it. Let me go and see what he's saying right now. I thank Dragon Knight for defending Sonya. Yep, that is the one thing we could definitely agree on. BKTV official is, you know, at least he was actually man enough to defend Sonya the Scene Girl. Oh, and believe it or not, I guess you could say that I've actually interacted with Dragon Knight Remaster before on one of my private StreamYard, and I can honestly say he's a pretty chill guy to get to know. And I do believe he is subscribed to my channel, but it's up to him if he actually wants to make an appearance in my live chat. But other than that, I have no problems with Dragon Knight Remastered as of right now because, you know, in my eyes, he's actually a pretty down-to-earth kind of person. So that's one thing that I will give him credit for. But anyways, other than that, let me go ahead and see if I can actually get started with this gameplay walkthrough right here, right now. Let's see what Daniel D is saying right now. Longhorn. Selecting the first one. Okay, this is what you're also saying, Daniel D. It's Longhorn Steakhouse. Selecting AR challenges. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just interact with some of you people for a bit in the live chat before I actually get started with another, you know. Well, what I meant to say was, I will get started with the challenge, but first thing first, I want to make sure there's going to be some more people that will be tuning in, of course. Because as of right now, I'm just really surprised that I'm actually, you know, seeing more viewership in my live chat. And that's one thing that I do appreciate from you people that are actually watching this, especially from, you know, people that haven't been to my live chat for quite a while. So I can honestly say that I'm actually pretty surprised. Yep. But let's see. I'm going to go ahead and select a course, but I'm not quite sure which one I should be selecting because I actually do enjoy this game. Yep. So that's one thing that I want to say in regards to the people that are watching this as of right now is I actually do enjoy this game. Wait, hold on just a second. I'm receiving a DM right now. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about that. But other than that, hopefully the people are just, you know, enjoying me just having a conversation with the people in the live chat because I do appreciate it. Yep. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get to some other comments because I can just tell that Daniel G, he just likes to express himself. And that's one thing that I do have to, you know, give him props for. Okay, let me see what Daniel G is going to be saying right now. I had cupcakes at school. Okay, this is what you're also saying. I know it's weird being in school in July. You and me both, Daniel G. I mean, it's a bit unfortunate, but it has to be the way it is. But anyways, other than that, I will be selecting this challenge. This one. Grapple Boost MK2 or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I'm not very familiar with like these names when it comes to like Batman Arkham Knight, especially the so-called challenges, but I will be selecting this challenge in just a bit, but I'm gonna go and see if I can get to some other comments before I actually get started with this so-called challenge because, you know, I want to make sure that I actually do it so that way people can actually enjoy this and yeah. But I'm just wondering if there's going to be some other people, especially the members in the community that I'm actually in right now. But if they are unable to make an appearance, then I can't really say anything about that. But other than that, this is going to be a pretty fun, you know, game stream that I will be providing for you people that will be enjoying this. Yep. But I'm going to go ahead and see if there's going to be some... Wait, hold on. Okay, I will get your comment really quick, Daniel G, but let me just go ahead and address some of the things that I will be saying, and then I will get your comment. But other than that, Daniel G, I mean, you know, I will say this in regards to you, that it's actually fun to see that you actually do get cupcakes, and it does feel weird that you're being in school in like July, so you know. But other than that, let me go ahead and see what you're gonna be saying right now, Daniel Z. It ends in 2 weeks. Oh, okay then. Well, thanks for giving me an update on that, Daniel Z. Okay, so if there's gonna be any final comments, because I will get started with this challenge. I guess not, because I do believe that I've already said what I need to say, and I'm pretty sure that I've already got the majority of your comments. But if there happens to be any new comments while I'm actually doing a challenge, I will look at it, but just a bit later. But I cannot be looking at, you know, comments while I'm doing a challenge, because it could be a bit distracting, and I don't want to get too distracted. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say in regards to that. But other than that, wait, let me see what BKT official is saying right now. I still watch your old streams. Really now? All I can really say in regards to you, BKT official, is I do appreciate that you actually, you know, watch my old stream. Yep, but try to stay tuned for my new streams if you can actually try to be doing that, because I would appreciate if you can actually, you know, do that, BKTV official, because, you know, well, unlike certain people, I guess you could say that I will be addressing their names, but I'm not going to be addressing them too much, because, you know, this stream is not about them. But other than that, I will go ahead and get started with this challenge. So if there's any comments that I happen to see, I will take a look at them, but right after the challenge. But anyways, other than that, let's go ahead and get started with this challenge right here, right now. Okay, so here is where the challenge is going to be, at the Falconing shipping building, which, by the way, I guess you could say it looks cool, in my opinion. But anyways, other than that, I'm going to mute my microphone right here, right now.
Simulation activated.
Alrighty then, so I am back, so I'm gonna go ahead and see this any new comments, and as of right now, I don't really see any comments as of right now, but hopefully that you people are just enjoying this challenge that I have provided that, you know, for you people to be enjoying. So that's one thing that I want to say in regards to that, so yeah. But now that I think about it, I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna make this game stream, or should I say gaming stream, all that long. I don't know. I mean, I may consider doing it long. You know, I don't even know, but there is a slight possibility that I could do it or I could not do it, but other than that, hopefully the people are just enjoying this, you know, gaming stream, or should I say, you know, yeah, most likely gaming stream. At one point I was gonna say just game stream, but you know, what's the difference between, you know, an actual game stream? So I'm just gonna wait patiently just to make sure if there's any comments, but as of right now, there's not really any comments. Then, you know, I'm still gonna just, you know, say my piece on this, and then yeah. You know, one thing that I want to give credit when it comes to this game, Batman Arkham Knight, is I just really appreciate like the sound effects and stuff like that, and that's one thing that I will give credit when it comes to this particular game that I'm actually playing as of right now. So if I'm gonna say it how it is, then I actually do enjoy, like, you know, the special effects, if I got that correctly. But other than that, I just enjoy everything about it, especially, you know, the so-called music score for this game. So if there's any comment before I actually, you know, head back to the menu? Give me 1 second, just to make sure. Okay, so far I'm not really seeing anything, but other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and return to the menu right here, right now. Okay, so let's see if I can just do a quick 5-minute talk, so that way I can go ahead and get started with another one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just wait for some people to actually be saying their piece on this, but other than that, I might just consider just ending this gaming stream, or rather this, you know, yep, I actually said the right word. I was about to say, you know, game stream, but you know, it doesn't really matter at this point. Game stream, gaming stream, it really doesn't matter. But I may consider just ending this a bit early because there's not really more for me to say. Nah, I don't really think there's not really anything else to be saying, if I'm gonna be honest. But other than that, I was, you know, kind of half expecting, you know, like the community that I'm actually in right now to actually make an appearance. But if they are just busy right now, I can't really say anything about that. But one thing that I want to say when it comes to this community in general, I would actually say it's growing. But if we could somehow like have, you know, even newer members join our community, then it would just be amazing if that day could actually happen, you know. But it's only gonna be for this community. As far as the other one goes, I mean, as much I am, how can I say this, neutral or cordial with Jackal Gold Cake, like I don't have an issue with them, but I would say that he's cool in my book, but at the same time he needs to have, like, you know, slightly better leadership skills. But one thing that is for certain though is, and I do believe that BKTV official did say this to me, that he's actually going off to college. But if Jackal Gold Cake cannot be focusing when this community, then I guess until further notice, then most likely it's just gonna be just me and Spirit 21 though. But hopefully we will find a way to balance it out, because, you know, I do respect Jackal Gold Cake of what he's actually doing, and I don't think he's not really making that much content. I mean, he only does it whenever he feels like it. But the one thing I will give him credit for is he actually knows how to make professional thumbnails, so I will give him credit on that. So I will be selecting this one: Summon, Eject, and Glide. Yep, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just interact with some of you people for a bit, and then I will get started with this challenge. Yep, but I just never thought that it has been like quite a while since, you know, some of the new people were in my live chat. So that's one thing that I will give credit, and especially for people like Killer Cyber Slayer 99, which, keep in mind, it has been literally quite a while since I've actually heard from that guy. Yep. I forgot when I interacted with him, but other than that, one thing that is my opinion is I never really had an issue with them. I mean, there was a misunderstanding between, you know, some of my friends and Killer Cyber Slayer 99, but thankfully, all of that is in the past, and thankfully, we're cool with them now. Well, for me, I never had an issue with them, like, whatsoever. I mean, I may have some disagreements with Killer Cyber Slayer 99, but other than that, I never once had an actual issue with them. Yep. Well, the one thing I can give him some advice is he would just have to work on his humor a bit. I mean, he may not have like a lot of humor like Cyber Metal Punk, for example, but at least he's trying though. So I will give Killer Cyber Slayer 99 credit on that. So yeah. But other than that, wait, give me 1 second really quick. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna worry too much about this particular DM. But anyways, other than that, let me see if there's gonna be some comments really quick. No? Nothing? I'm just surprised that, you know, some of you people are actually just watching this game stream, or rather this gaming stream, rather than commenting. But at the same time, this will make streams fun, you know, like if you people would just say your piece in the live chat, then overall streams, you know, that's what makes streams fun, you know, if people were to actually say their piece in the live chat. But who knows. But anyways, other than that, I will be selecting this challenge really quick. Summon, eject, and glide. So, but hopefully the people are just, you know, enjoying this gameplay walkthrough while I'm actually playing this. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and select this challenge right here, right now. Yep. So this is a challenge that I will be doing, and hopefully that I will not mess up, because there are times where I can be, you know, I can mess up from time to time. But other than that, I will mute my microphone right here, right now.
Simulation activated. Simulation complete. Simulation activated.
Okay, let me go to see what BKTV official is saying right now. I will be getting a job. Oh, okay then. Well, that's actually good news to hear as of right now, BKTV official. But the one thing that I want to say in regards to you is, since you actually keep up with me, in the DMs, I think I might consider just adding you in a special group chat that I have fully prepared for. And I do believe that you did tell me that you're only on both Facebook and Instagram. But keep this in mind, BKTV official, you should also consider getting Discord, because I just recently made a Discord server, but unfortunately, I haven't got a chance to, let people in it because I'm not really, I'm not very too familiar with Discord. But at the same time, BKTV official, you should actually consider getting that if you actually want to. But this is just, my opinion. So that's one thing that I want to say in regards to you. But now that I think about it, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just say my final piece on this, and then most likely I'll just end this, game stream, or rather this gaming stream. So, but one thing that I want to say in regards to you people that are watching this as of right now is, I'm gonna see if I can try to have like a better stream tomorrow. But if I can't be doing that, I can try, the weekend, of course, more specifically this Saturday. But if I can't do that as well, then most likely it's gonna happen until like next week, like I would say next Tuesday or next Wednesday. But yeah. But anyways, other than that, if some of you people want to have a chance to talk to me behind the scenes, then I'd be up for it. So that's one thing I want to say in regards to the people in the live chat. But anyways, other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this game stream because I've already said what I had to say. But anyway, thank you for watching this dope game stream that I was currently doing now. So give this game stream a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next upcoming game stream. Bye everyone.